Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming. Today I'm bringing you the new promo, Porygon-Z GX. And before I get into this guy, this is going to be a bit of a shorter video because I've been flat out at work, plus I've been super sick. So just quickly thought I'd throw this guy together and bring you a list and where I'm up to at the moment. Also, I have just recently created a Discord, which is linked below, as well as a new Twitter account for the channel. So if you're interested in either of them, links for them will be in the description. So let's get to Porygon-Z GX. What's it actually do? Well, he's got this ability, Troubleshooting, where once during a turn, you may discard a special energy from this Pokemon, and if you do, you heal 80 damage, which is a nice little bit of healing to go along with a 240 HP base. Now, his attacks, well, it does 160 damage, which is decent for 3 energies, but it kind of leaves you burned, so we're going to have to consider what we're going to do about that. He's got GX attack, which is a little bit meh. For 1 energy, you get to search your deck for up to 10 cards and discard them, and then shuffle your deck. Now, on a stage 2 Pokemon, that's a little bit tricky for me to see the exact combination for that at this stage. But you know, if that might have a use at some stage, but for this deck, it's a little bit meh, and we're not using that. So we're really looking at the abnormal overheating, 160 damage, but leaves this guy burned. So let's first of all look at how we're dealing with that burn. Well, we've got Cobalion GX to help us here, because his ability that if any of our Pokemon has a Steel Energy attached to them, they can't be affected by any special conditions. So that's kind of beautiful for the Porygon-Z. So if we've got this guy and a Rainbow Energy onto him, well, we're not burning ourselves anymore. So we just do a flat 160. Now, the Troubleshooting, we have to discard a special energy to heal that 80 damage. How do we deal with that? Well, recycle energy, because when we discard it, it goes straight back to our hand and we can reattach it. So that's just a free 80 healing every single turn, and that's really the combination that we're trying to go after. Now, because we're going to be constantly attaching energies here, we need a way that we can attach a lot of energies and accelerate them, and that's where the baby Porygon-Z comes in with the Crazy Code ability. As often as we like, during our turn, we can attach a special energy from our hand to one of our Pokemon, and this is really absolutely clutch because it allows us to hopefully start attacking from turn 2. Keep in mind, we are stage 2 dependent, so that's a big if we get Porygon-Z up and running, which means that we've also got to think about we're running a double line of stage 2. So not only do we have to get baby Porygon-Z up, we've got to get daddy Porygon-Z up, so we might need other attackers in between times. So to help with that, we've got non-colorless, colorless energy attackers here. So we've got the Eevee and Snorlax with the dump truck press, which is really great if we're up against evolution decks. Plus his GX attack is relevant here, so 210 damage, that's pretty decent for 4 energies. And we've also got the Hooper. So for a single energy, it does 10 base damage, but 20 for each of your opponent's Pokemon that has an ability. So these guys can chip in, but don't be wrong, our main attacker here is built around the Porygon-Z. So that's really the major combo. The rest is all about setup. Dedenne, just great for speeding through our deck and hopefully setting ourselves up. Jirachi, really good for stage 2 decks because we need to be able to get them evolved as quickly as we can. We need to be able to go and search out our candies, search out our cherish balls, search out the pieces that we need to get into our stage 2 line as quickly as we can. We need escape boards to obviously get out of the active with the Jirachis. We need the candies obviously, but we're also running bills here to help find the item cards that we need, help seek out those candies, maybe seek out a Pokecoms if we need it, to be able to go and get our Porygon-Z or something like that. So we've got a lot of things that just search out item cards to be able to set up this deck. The energies that we're using triple colors, triple acceleration energy, because this guy just helps us pay for these attacks in the early game while we're searching for our recycle energies. The recycle energies we want as early as we can because we can just keep recycling them, as the name sort of suggests. So they just go back into our hand anytime they're discarded, and also allows us to do like retreating shenanigans. So if we got a couple of Porygon-Zs out and that going for really 2 shots, we can obviously attack with one of them, Then on the next turn, we can troubleshoot, discard an energy, retreat out, put all those recycle energies onto our other Porygon-Z and start attacking with that one, and then obviously continue repeating that process. So providing lots of healing options as well. We've got the rainbow energies as well, because like I said, we are burning ourselves and Cobalion needs the rainbow energies on there to make that kind of happen. We're also running one weakness guard energy, not because I'm really like running it to cover weakness, I mean that's an added bonus, but I just felt that we needed a 13th energy here just in case we need to attack with Hooper or something like that in the early game, and triple acceleration energy, that doesn't really help with these guys, so that just helps there as well. So that's the deck, let's begin. Hello Pylung, welcome. It's unfortunate. Alright, we'll go Hooper up front. You can be my early attacker. We've got a couple of Porygons, which is always clutch. So we've got a grass deck of some kind. Could mean lots of healing, could mean a lot of things. Venomoth. I wasn't really expecting that. You're going to do an epic 10 damage. So we have Venomoth coming. Which makes things interesting. I'm thinking getting another Porygon down and we'll... Oh, you've got double energy retreat cost, which we can pay on the next turn and get into Jirachi. Which I feel is a pretty good thing to do. We move one of these to a Porygon-Z and then energy attach here and then Cynthia out. See what we get into after that. That means it's fire-based. Which I'm feeling like is welder-based. What does Venomoth GX use again? It's been too long since I played that deck to remember. It must use like double colorless energy with like a grass energy cost. Oh, that's clutch. Just to have as a bonus. Alright, well let's get a Porygon-Z up. Let's get that to you so I can pay retreat. Cynthia out. Oh, we've got one Porygon-Z. We can also Dedenne change, which I feel is something I want to do here. Get that to a Porygon-Z. And Dedenne change this out. Didn't quite get to the other Porygon-Z, but what we can do is pay the retreat. Put you out. Stellar Wish. Go and get ourselves... What do we want on the next turn? We've got draw. I don't actually know here. We could do with getting a... We'll have a Porygon-Z GX up next turn anyway. No matter what. Maybe a bigger draw. Yeah, let's go with the bigger draw for next turn. Need to be able to get you out of the active, so you waking up is going to be pretty huge. Do you want a crazy code at the moment? You could hand disrupt me. But then... Let's crazy code these two. Well, at least one of them, because I might need to use one for retreat, so we'll hold there. We'll just leave it at that. If you manage to wake up on the way back to me, we might use you as retreat. I mean, we might lose this Jirachi anyway, so that's also something. Yep, so there's the welder. So you must be a 3 NG cost Venomoth. Radar eyes again, okay. So you missed the Venomoth on this one. If you wake up, we're definitely just going to pay retreat rather than Stellar Wish. Good. Unless, of course... Or I could just accept that I'm using this on a Liza play instead. If I miss... Yeah, alright, so we'll Stellar Wish. We'll see if we can go and get something that's really good. Which is a candy, and we'll use this as a Liza. So that's awesome. So we use that candy straight away. Do I another Porygon-Z or do I like ZGX? Let's go ZGX. That feels pretty good. Alright, we'll Liza our way out. Switch to you. And right now, crazy code this one to you. And we do need this one to you as well, unfortunately, at this stage. That's fine. We'll use this and just grab out the Cabalion, because you never know. I might lose a Pokemon at some stage and be able to play that. Let's say abnormal heating. You want a clock anyway. Did not even realise I'd prized one of those. I also forget what the Venomoth GX actually does. Intense Surge is pretty clutch. I know that it changes effects depending on the supporter that's played. So, if Janine, prevent all basic damage, all damage done from basic Pokemon. Koga's attacks do 90 more. Okay. So that's 200. I'm glad I got out of that burn. That's pretty clutch. Did you manage to play Koga's? Because Janine's pretty good for me. Oh, that's a beautiful Erika's pull. Power turn right now. Absolute power turn. I'm not going to be able to one-shot you with what I've currently got sitting here. What we could consider though is jumping into this Porygon-Z here, which I think is the play to do. These recycle energies are just clutch for that. I think no matter what, I have to use the triple acceleration energy here if I don't top deck an energy. Yeah. So, we'll troubleshoot. Heal 80 damage. We'll NG attach this. And then crazy code this to you. Oops, no. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. Now I need another energy. I am playing terribly tonight. And I mean, I am playing terribly. Anyway. Let's retreat. We want this guy to be our active. We want to pay these two. I have no idea why I put that to you. Absolutely no clue whatsoever. Go and get back our Cabalion. We're just lucky we've got all our recycle energies all of a sudden. Alright, we'll get a board to you, just so we're emptying the hand a fair bit. Crazy code. This to you. This to you. To you. And to you. And we'll also get rid of this Jirachi. Excellent. Abnormal heating. Please get out of the burn. Otherwise this is not worth it. Yes. Because the Kogas can get to me otherwise. the Cabalion's here, so like it just doesn't burn me. That's the eventual combo. But the longer we can survive, the happier I am. The other upside is we managed to thin the hand pretty well. So you're going to Janine and prevent damage from basic Pokemon. Janine, prevent damage by basics. Luckily, I'm not attacking with basics here. We're attacking with Porygon-Zs. So that seems fine. It's a bit of an interesting game we're playing here, because I can heal completely that damage. So we're gonna bills here. Gonna get ourselves, what's good? Tate and Liza's good. Another bills is good. Alright, now let's make sure, see if I can do this properly. So troubleshoot. We want to manually retreat to this guy. We want to troubleshoot. Excellent. And then Porygon-Z, we want a crazy code to you, to you, to you, and to you. This is the reason you don't play when you're like terribly tired, because you just make mistakes all the time. Anyway, abnormal overheating. And once again, we're kind of hoping that we flip heads here. If we lose a Porygon-Z, then we can't really use this combo we're currently pursuing anywhere near as easily, but you know, we'll keep trying. Having said that, to potentially get this attack off right now, you have to use Welder, which means you're only hitting for 110 here, which is fine. Which means we can do these shenanigans at least once more, even though that burn stays. So you got the Kogas, but how are you attacking here? I mean, Lieutenant Surge was the other answer, actually. That was rude. And I felt that was really unnecessary. Alright, I think you've just realised that you can't attack here and get the KO. And I'm just going to keep doing these shenanigans. Good game, good game. Hello, Italian G6, welcome. Okay. We'll go Hooper down, I guess. Oops. Might as well play you. I don't know if I want the Eevee Lax down just yet. Got a MewMew deck. Water-based MewMew, although no, that only needs a. Wouldn't be water-based, wouldn't have thought. No, it is water-based. Okay. I was gonna say it only needs a rainbow energy, but alright, water-based MewMew. I'm intrigued. Blastoise. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Stage 2 deck versus Stage 2 deck, and you've got the clutch first turn. But you got, you know, basic attackers, which is super good. By the looks of things, you've got the Blastoise second turn too, which is absolutely clutch. We do get that down. The moment we'll attach there. Eevee Lax down doesn't feel that good, but I might have to, just so I've got an attacker of some kind on the following turn. I'll go this down. I feel like we're going to get rid of that Viridian. Do I want to Dedenne change this? I like most of this hand, but we don't have enough energies. And we've got the wrong Porygon, so we're going to Dedenne change. Still got problems, don't we? Still don't have enough energies. which is super bad. Alright, well, Evil Domination. We have the 70 damage on, which is good, but not that great. It'd only be good if I could get to 4 NGs straight away onto you, which I'm not going to be able to. Not unless I somehow clutched a lot of things here. A little bit unfortunate that we're going second. Although, you didn't KO me, so that's a good thing. So you buy me an extra turn, which is interesting. So we might run a Bills here then. Get a candy, which is clutch. Yeah. We'll grab the Liza. We've already got a Liza. So we'll just grab the custom catcher. And what we're going to do is we're going to candy... Oh no, I didn't want to candy this. Just candied the wrong guy. I am an idiot. I am playing terribly tonight. And I mean terribly. Alright, well, we're committed to you. Like it or not, we are committed to you, so... Evil of Domination. Get 70 more damage on. We need to find triple acceleration energy on the next turn. You could haze, slash and run, which is probably what the aim is now. Just lots of water energies on this guy. And haze, slash run. Maybe try and get a one shot. It's going to be very tough in this deck. So you're scooping. Show me you will. Maybe not. Alright. Interesting call. We can't afford to attach. So we're just going to shuffle. Alright, well that's something. We'll get the triple acceleration energy onto you, which is clutch. And right now, we'll just hold. And we'll use our normal heating. Get the KO. We need to get out of that burn. Got another triple acceleration energy. Got Pokecoms, so... we can get into our Porygon-Z now. So that's clutch. That means we can heal whatever damage that you do here. What are your options? Haze Slash. What's this Shadow Hunter do? 130 to one of my benched. Would you take out a bench just for the moment? I mean, I could see you doing it on the next turn, but would you do it right now? Potentially. So you have to keep this MewMew alive now. Keldeo, alright. So you're seeing whether I have an answer to Keldeo, which my answer is Porygon-Z, the other evolution of it. But it kind of means I want you to run this away here. That's what it kind of means now. And I need to top deck something that gets me out of this. He's going to manually retreat it instead. So 200 damage doesn't get you there, thankfully. Alright. Well. We'll put this back to go and get ourselves a Porygon-Z here. We'll candy up to this guy. Run the energy onto you so I can retreat out to the Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Get a Liza. I want to get another Porygon down because you are going to be a big target right now. Oh, I should have played the energy back. Big mistake. Crazy code this to you at the moment just because we can then troubleshoot this. Beautiful. We'll then get rid of you. Go and get ourselves a Porygon. Give that to you. Crazy code this back to you because I'll always discard it on the next turn. Draw a couple of extra cards. Alright. We're risking Jirachi going down, but that's okay. Oh, only one NG. That's huge for me. Because if I can get first hit on that Keldeo, that's massive. And that's my aim here. Just trying to get that first hit on Keldeo. So, right here, we want to go and get Porygon-Z. We're going to custom catcher. Get a couple of extra cards. Excellent. So triple acceleration energy works for me. We'll now Cynthia out. Alright. So at this stage, still a wish. Into, I mean, we could go and get a candy, but that's not going to do much. Another skateboard could be good. Just for, you know, paying an easier retreat later through someone. But out of all this, I think the Liza for draw is the best. So that's what we'll grab. We'll retreat to you. I kind of want to keep what's in hand. So we're going to Cherish Ball, grab this. We'll hold this at the moment. So we'll run a Tantrum. I mean, your top deck's going to have to be pretty good if you're going to be like getting rid of my hand. Make me shuffle my hand back. Put that Keldeo under a clock as well to make something happen. The only problem is I don't really have another Porygon-Z after this. So I'm going to have to make sure that I've got the energies where I want them after this. Well, that's whether Porygon-Z, whether that's with Evilax. I've got to know where I want them, that's the problem. Alright, so you're going to get rid of the MewMew as your... sorry, you're going to get rid of this Porygon-Z as your priority. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Are you going to run this away or are you going to keep it here? What was Sonic Edge? Of all things, what was Sonic Edge? Okay. Alright, well... go and get ourselves up our other Porygon-Z. We'll keep this one alive, that's for sure. So, we'll get rid of this Jirachi, go and get a Porygon-Z out. This is our last one that we have access to. We'll crazy code these two to you. Run the retreat to the Porygon here. Then crazy code this guy possibly to the Eeveelax. Yeah, I feel that. This guy to you, this guy to you. That feels fine. Then we'll shuffle because I want to keep double custom catcher just in case it comes in handy at some point. Candies aren't any good to me anymore, so let's get rid of that. Although it could have got me to a Porygon-Z actually. Am I going to need it? Maybe. It's my thoughts there. Maybe. Galleon could be good later. Feel like attach this to you. Start building you up. Just so I've got that as an option. Abnormal heating. Put you under the pump anyway. So we've got double Porygon-Z to back up. So if you go into Keldeo, that's something we can do. And we can go into our Jirachi on the next one. Tate and Liza, I mean... we can get into a lot of the rest of our deck here. So that's healing fully. Gets rid of the Porygon-Z. I didn't realise that could target anywhere. Oh, hang on, which one did you use? That might have been a different GX attack. I don't really notice which one you use. If this has one extra energy attached to it, in addition, heal, okay. No, you must use a different one. I can't be bothered working out which one you used. Quite frankly, we've got game. So let's just abnormal overheating and take you out. There we go. GG's, GG's. Hello Siri please, welcome. Alright. We're going to put this guy back away. Go and get ourselves a Porygon down because that's super important. We're going to possibly Dedenne change out of this. I'm going to play all these down. We'll go and get the Dedenne because I'm thinking a Dedenne change is in order here. We'll custom catcher. Ouch. Okay. Whoa. It's unfortunate, but Dedenne change. Alright, so we got double Porygon-Z if we want it. But I kind of need another Porygon. Let's keep this. Or see what you get first. Alright, yeah, we'll keep it because this gives me the other Porygon. Alright. So we'll get rid of this. Go and get another Porygon down. And then go and grab out the Porygon-Z again. I kind of need you down, but oh well. We had to fill up the bench. That is what it is. We'll bills now. No candies. I mean, Cynthia is probably essential, but I'm thinking Bills in the next one. Because candies is what we're really after in this. We'll comms this now. Go and get a Porygon-Z. And then just hold there. Because if between Bills and Jirachi we can get 2 candies, that'll be massive here. We need to make it happen pretty quickly though, because it's about to do 40 damage. To anyone he wants. I'm assuming he's probably going to target this one. I'm pretty happy it wasn't this one sitting here. Oh, that's a KO. If you're able to discard that. Which is super unfortunate. If you're able to discard that Tina, that's a KO. No, you're not. Okay. So save there. Save there. I need a board as well, actually. What are you going to find me? Oh, wait, I've got the board. Okay, that's painful. So not much of much. We'll have to grab this one for now. Alright, Bills, can you save me? Well, we've got double candy. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're after. Alright, so we'll candy this one up to this Porygon-Z. Just here. Candy this one up to this guy. We'll now use our troubleshooting. Get rid of that NG. And then crazy code. These all onto you. And retreat to the Porygon-Z. And we're going to do abnormal overheating. What's unfortunate here is there's no way I can really deal with the burn because of circumstances. But anyway. So Evilax is possibly the next attacker. Probably the next attacker. He's a bit of an awkward situation with that TinaChomp sitting there. So he'd do 40 damage somewhere, and he's probably better off hitting the back line more than anything else. Or we can get out of the active, which this could be a huge turn. If he can get a couple of Mallies, a couple of Psychics in the bin, he will have to make a lot happen. But he could make, you know, a massive turn here. Nah, so he can't get it done. I mean, if he targets him, I'm just going to heal it back up. So, we're all good there. And now is usually the time that I rate this deck. But this is a short video, like I said, and I'm really sick at the moment. I'm just quickly putting a video together, so you've got a video today. So, I've only played 5 games of the deck, and it's pretty hard to rate a deck when you've literally just played 5 games with it. But my early impressions, Stage 2 decks are obviously tricky to play, especially in the current meta, especially with the lack of Pokemon search available, and yeah, with so many big basic Pokemon running around. It'll be interesting to see how this goes against more meta-relevant decks. In the 5 matches I played, didn't really play against meta-relevant, I would have thought, so it'll be interesting to see how that copes, but it seemed to get up and running okay. I seemed to find what I needed with so much, you know, Dedenes and Jirachis to be able to get the pieces I needed to get the Porygon-Z up. And this guy I think is the most important one, because if you get him up, at least we can start attacking the Eevee Snorlax while we're trying to get the other Porygon-Z GX up. So that's a little combo that I like with the deck. Things I'm not really sold just yet on is whether or not I should be running stadium cards at the moment. Like, my feeling is I should be, because you need to counter stadiums, which is the reason why Marshadow is sitting here at the moment. But the question right now is, like, what stadium fits this? And that's where I haven't thought of which stadium is suitable for the Porygon-Z GX deck. So that's the reason there's no stadiums in here. Might need to make room for that. Not sure whether I need the weakness guard energy, honestly. I mean, it's nice just in case you come against fighting Pokemon. It's also nice just to have an extra energy that you can search out and you can use with the Porygon-Z. But yeah, that's another thought that I've just had in the early going. But the games I did play, it was certainly fun to play them, especially when we were able to get double Porygon-Z out and like the double Porygon-Z GX out, and then combo between it with that Venomoth game. So I thought that was pretty awesome, and we'll see how this deck continues to play as I play it a little bit more.